Hello, my name is Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, day 1 of week 2 of A-Spec April. So week 1 should already be uploaded and I'll leave a link to that down below. I did not vlog this morning, so I already had a full day of work. I started reading a new book on my lunch break. It is Whole Metal Girls by Emily Skrutsky, and I'm only like 60 to 80 pages, I can't remember exactly, but the first couple chapters of the book were really good. And this is a sci-fi book that follows our main character on this ship where people can volunteer to become these sort of like mechanized soldiers. And our main character ends up doing this because her younger brother is ill and she needs the money in order to help him. So it's like a last resort kind of thing. There are a lot of drawbacks to doing this. First of all, is that most people die during the procedure, so there's a good chance she could have died. And then you lose pretty much all of your free will. You have no autonomy in the society, and you're made to obey orders. Like, these mechanized portion has a will of its own, is what I'm getting. But the first few chapters were like super intense and kind of scary, and they made me feel kind of like almost a little sick. But that's a good thing, like a good kind of emotion, I feel like. But yeah, I decided to do this vlog style. My arm is killing me, so I'm going to finish this now. I'm about to make myself dinner, and it's 75 degrees outside, and that's a godsend where I live. So I'm going to make dinner. I think I'm going to eat outside and read while I do that. Small update. I barely read anything at all while I ate dinner. And I'm currently finishing up editing my 5-star predictions video. By the time this vlog goes up, that video will already be up. So I'll leave it linked down below if you're interested. It's a super short one, so it didn't take long to edit, but now I have to start editing my week 1 vlog, and I've never edited a vlog before, so it's probably gonna be rough. I finished editing my 5-star predictions video, and I started editing my week 1 vlog. It's going better than expected. And after that, I watched a little booktube. A Beautiful Chaos of Books is hosting a readathon in May, mental health-a-thon, so I was watching that video and looking over some of the prompts. I'll probably participate in that. Sounds like a lot of fun to me. Right now, I'm going to finish getting ready for tomorrow. I'm a planner, so I'm going to pack my gym bag with my work clothes so I can go to the gym in the morning. And then I think that's all I have to do. And then I'm just gonna get in bed and read for the rest of the night until I fall asleep. I probably won't be talking to you guys again until tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Hello, it is Tuesday. This is gonna be a really quick update because my face is kind of rough. I just got a facial and I have sensitive skin, so just like fucks everything up and makes me super red, just red all over. Today I'm almost finished with Upside Down, and I have the same problems with it, and the conflict just isn't conflict-y enough for me to justify making a whole book out. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have more thoughts once I actually finish it, but for now, like right now, it's a 3-star, maybe 2-star. I've read more of Whole Metal Girls, and I'm still really liking it. I'm liking the story. It's really intense, and I like the characters, and they're not all like super good people. They're all really complicated, and some of them make dumb decisions, and some of them are super annoying. But I feel like you need a good cast of not all perfect characters to make a book interesting. I'm only on page like 100 out of 400 something, so it'll take me another day or 2 to read that. I feel like that's my other problem with Upside Down, is that both of the main characters are just so freaking perfect and likable, and it's just unrealistic. Like, neither of them have real flaws, and there's just not a lot of depth to their characters. They're very two-dimensional. That's my biggest issue, now that I'm thinking about it. Anyways, I also, at the gym this morning, since I still don't have an A-Spec audiobook to listen to, I started listening to The Giver by Lois Lowry. It was available from my library, and it's been a long time since I read it, so I was curious to see if I still like it. I mean, I think the last time I read it was in 3rd grade or something, but I'm like halfway through it. Super short. It's like a 5-hour audiobook, so I'm 2 hours into it at this point. And I do really like it. I mean, I feel like it's perfect for the age group it's aimed at. I can't remember how it ends. Like, I really can't. I think I even saw the movie when it came out, which was bad. Don't see it. But I still can't remember the ending. I remember it being sad, though. Alright, I might be crying in the gym. So tonight, I'm about to have some dinner. I'm going to read more of Whole Metal Girls and edit some more of my week 1 vlog. And I'm going to watch some BookTube while I make my dinner and eat, probably. Just so you guys know, when I say cooking, I mean putting some tater tots on a tray and throwing them in the oven. Also, having a beer, because today has been a day. Wednesday evening-ish. I just got done with work. Another long day. And Wednesdays are my work from home day, so I don't do my hair or my makeup, and I went to the gym this morning and just never took off my gym clothes. So that's nice. I listened to more of The Giver while I was at the gym, and I'm almost done with it. I think I have 30 minutes left, and I listened to audiobooks at 1.5 speed. So I think I'm going to listen to that while I shower, and I'll probably finish that tonight. It is sad. It's as sad as I remember, but I still don't know exactly what the end is, so I'm still anticipating it. I read more of Upside Down, still the same problems with it. I mean, it's cute. I only have 10% left in the ebook, so I'll finish that tonight too. And then I'm hoping to read a lot more of Whole Metal Girls. I'm really enjoying it. My arm is so tired. Yeah, so Whole Metal Girls, really enjoying it. We've gotten to this portion of the book where one of our main characters, I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but there are 4 main characters, but we're reading from 2 perspectives only, Aisha and Key. And Aisha is Aro Ace, and she used the words aromantic and asexual in the book, so that's nice. We're getting more into the meat of the plot, I feel, where one of our main characters is having to make tough decisions about her personal responsibilities and personal morals versus like the greater good, and we're still determining what side she's going to fall on, so I'm interested to see what happens next. So right now I am taking a shower, finishing the rest of The Giver, and then I'm going to make myself dinner and read more. I don't know if I'll do another update tonight. I'll probably wait till tomorrow. So I will see you all then. Hello. It is Thursday. After work, a little reading update. I finished Upside Down by N.R. Walker yesterday, and my thoughts are the same. I can't remember. I think I gave it 3 stars, but I might reduce it to 2. No, I gave it 2 stars because of all the problems I already listed. And another problem I thought of is that like all of the maybe I already mentioned this. Shit, I can't remember. All of the characters are like paper thin, and they have no flaws and barely any backstories. Like everything is so surface level except for their sexuality, and I don't know, that's just like, that doesn't make a romance. I also finished The Giver yesterday, and I gave that 4 stars and enjoyed it. I mean, it is a children's book, so we don't get super deep, and the world building isn't really expansive, and he doesn't go into, or she, it's Lois, she? I think it's a she. Doesn't go into like the details of how this world was created, but I like the message of having to choose between safety and security or living a full life. It makes you think a little bit, and I mean the morals are like super simplistic. I think this is supposed to be a middle grade book, but I originally read it in 3rd grade, and I feel like that's a good age for it. I also really like them. I feel there's so much focus on age in The Giver that I feel like it's impossible to not pick up this message of reaching a certain age where you have to, not have to, but you're forced to let go of some of your like childhood innocence, and how it's sad, but it doesn't have to be devastating. So yeah, overall enjoyed that. I am halfway through Whole Metal Girls now, still really enjoying it. I feel like I'm far enough into it that I can pretty much say that the plot is focused around them. I can't remember how much backstory I've given you. I'm really bad at this vlogging thing. Hopefully I'll get better at this. But they are in space on these ships, and there's a series of them. I think there are 7 ships, and the front ships are better, higher class, and the back ships are lower class, in poverty, basically. And this fleet is searching for a new planet to inhabit, and there's like a rebel group on board that wants to split the fleet up to search for planets separately to speed up the process, because they've been on this ship for 301 years now. So our plot is focused around that, around finding a new planet and the rebels that are committing what we perceive as terrorist acts to get their point across. And we just got to like a big conflict in the book, so I'm really enjoying it. I also went to the gym this morning, so I started a new audiobook. Still no A-Spec audiobooks that I've gotten from Libby. So I'm rereading one of my absolute favorite books of all time, Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. And luckily, I really like the narrator. So I know I like this book, and I know I'm gonna enjoy the read. So I just get to like enjoy the experience again. Okay, and I did get a package in the mail, and I think this is like bookish stuff. So it's from the bookish shop, and every once in a while they do a surprise mystery box, and you can buy like a $25 bag that's got $50 worth of stuff in it, or a $50 bag that's got $100 worth of stuff in it, and so on. So I got the cheapest bag because I can't resist a sale. And in the note section they let you put like your fandoms and the stuff you like, so they can hopefully give you things that you'll actually appreciate. So I want to open it up on camera, like an unboxing. First is a pen. Wow. I already love this so much. I have a little collection of enamel pens on my jacket that I keep with me all the time. And this pin says, you probably don't know this yet because I barely talk about it, but I'm a huge Raven Cycle fan. Like, die hard. Like, I love the fan art. I look at it all the time. I follow this like TRC bot account on Twitter just so I can look at quotes throughout the day. And this is a little pin that says, "The trees speak Latin." Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god, I love it. Okay. Next, it's a pillowcase. This is a Harry Potter pillowcase. I'm a Hufflepuff. It says they are just and loyal. And I actually already have a Harry Potter pillowcase, so these are gonna look nice together. Last is the t-shirt. Okay, so this is awkward because I am a Six of Crows fan and Crooked Kingdom fan, but I've never read first 3 books, the Grishaverse books. But this is a Grishaverse t-shirt that says, "When people say impossible, they usually mean improbable." So I guess now I have to read these since I have the shirt. Okay, that's it for the box, and this box only cost me $25, and it was definitely worth it. Like, literally, I would have paid $15 just for this pin and the pillowcase. I would have paid $15 for, and the shirt, even though, I mean, I never would have bought the shirt because I haven't read the books, but it's worth at least $20, so I got some value. I am going to make myself dinner, hopefully finish editing my week 1 vlog, and then reading more of Whole Metal Girls. So. today is Saturday. I did not do a reading update yesterday. It's the first day I haven't done one yet, so I feel like that's a good success rate. I just had a busy day yesterday. I didn't have a ton of time for reading, but I did read on my lunch break. So I am about 2/3 of the way through Home Little Girls, and I just keep liking it more and more. Our two perspective main characters, like at the beginning of the book, they don't really like each other, and I kept expecting them to like turn a corner and suddenly see things from each other's perspectives and become best friends, and that's not happening. And I kind of love it. You know, it's taking a turn that does not meet my expectations, but in a good way, like an unexpected way. I just really hope the ending is as good as, I hope I enjoy the ending as much as I'm enjoying the rest of the book. This could be a 4 or 5 star book, so I'm hoping for the best. Also yesterday I read a novella called Help Wanted by J. Emery. It was only 60 pages, and I read it on my phone because places that I couldn't take a physical book. It's a romance story set in a world where there's like magic is just a thing. There's a magical academy where they can learn like glamours and spells and charms and things like that. And our main character is questioning her sexuality, her asexuality, and aromanticism. Like, she's never experienced romantic or sexual attraction before, and suddenly she gets a crush on a guy. She's also gender questioning, and it was good. I gave it 3 stars. It was like a good, interesting read. My expectations for novellas are much lower than, I wouldn't say lower, my expectations for novellas are very different than like a full-length novel. Today I'm going to do some reading right now. I just posted my week 1 vlog on my channel, so now I'm going to get some reading done, and then I have to like and stuff because my boyfriend's mom's birthday celebration is today, and it's like an all-day event. We're going to lunch, doing some breweries, maybe shopping. If there's a bookstore, I'm sure I will get my way in there. That happens a lot. Yeah, I'll try and get some footage of that and update you maybe later tonight, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of the readathon. I did not do a ton of reading, or at least not a ton of A-Spec reading. I'll probably finish 5 books altogether. It is Sunday, the last day of A-Spec April readathon. I just filmed the A-Spec book tag that kind of goes along with the readathon, and that's gonna go up before this vlog, so I'll leave it linked down below if you want to check it out. Yesterday was a good fun day. Like, we hit out some breweries, we played What Do You Meme. It was hilarious. I got Home Little Girls finished in the car, and I really enjoyed it. I am giving it 4 stars. I know I already talked about it, like, subverting my expectations with this female friendship relationship thing happening, but it, like, went even further, and I just really like the way the relationship between our 2 main characters grew. It felt really authentic, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. And the story was really good. I have a few nitpicky issues and about the plot and the world building, and I feel like I would have liked more about how the exos, I can't even remember if I've used that word yet, but these, to become a Scala, these like soldier people, they have to get suited up with these exos, and I feel like I wasn't really clear on how they combined with the human mind, like which parts were responsible for which functions, and I don't think it was ever explained why they didn't just use robots. If they have such advanced technology that something like this is possible, you would think like a full-on robot would be possible, and they never really explained why that was never considered as an option or why it wasn't possible. And my other issue is there were a few things with like the language in these colloquialisms that people used that didn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, throughout the second half of the book, they would use this expression, "Starlight's wasting." And honestly, I thought that was kind of dumb because they live on spaceships with artificial lighting, which they had already explained that the artificial lighting was in place so that it would feel like daylight during day hours and night at night. So there is no starlight. And if they're from Earth, wouldn't they still just say sunlight? Because they're or they would say daylight or something, like why starlight? Because they're not really getting any of their light from stars. Even if they went outside in their suits, there's no starlight and not starlight because they're not on a planet. It doesn't rotate. There is no day and night outside the ship. So that was just like a little nitpicky thing that bothered me that sometimes gets to me about sci-fis in language that's not really explained. But in addition to the relationship between our two main characters, I also loved the discussion of like bodily autonomy and consent, which I can't really explain the consent part too much without spoiling things, but another little thing that's woven in that I think about a lot is the way that this Scala army is made up of mostly people that live in the lower districts, the poverty level ships, because they are the ones that need the money. And it's such a dangerous operation that you're frankly unlikely to survive, and only people on these lower ships are willing to take that risk because they need the money to survive and they need the money for their families. You know, that's draws a direct parallel to kind of the way a lot of militaries are made up, especially the US military, because generally speaking, rich kids don't join the military. They don't have to because they don't need the money. So the military is made up of lower class and lower middle class and poverty-stricken families. So those were interesting parallels that were drawn. I do want to mention one thing that some other Own Voices reviewers have said. There is a scene in the book where, because this team of 4 is like psychologically linked to each other, they can kind of hear each other's thoughts and they can speak to each other without speaking out loud and see each other's memories and things like that. So there is a scene where our asexual, aromantic main character is exposed to like past sexual relations of 2 of the other members. Personally, it didn't bother me. I mean, I don't like it, but it didn't bother me in the way that it bothered some people, because I felt like it really pushed home the lack of privacy and the lack of autonomy that these Scala soldiers have, and I feel like it made that point well. But that's something to be aware of if you're sensitive to that. I think Whole Metal Girls is the last book I'm reading for the readathon. After that, I picked up Wicked Saints by Emily Duncan. I'm only 1 chapter in, so I can't say much about it. So I think I'm going to end this vlog here. It was super fun, my first vlogs, and I like the books I read, and I love the A-Spec readathon. And I just want to take a second to say thank you to Kitty at Jelly Fable for organizing everything and putting together all the challenges, and there's a bunch of like interviews with authors, and they ran reading sprints, and I know it's just a lot of work, so I wanted to say thanks. And you should definitely check it out and follow so you can do this if it happens again. I'll leave everything linked down below. Okay, so future Kelsey, jumping in here for a second. I never said which challenges I managed to complete, so I'll put a picture of it over here. I got to 11 of the challenges, so I did not read either of the group books, which were Summerbird Blue and The Spy with the Red Balloon. The Spy with the Red Balloon is still on my TBR, I just won't finish it during the readathon. Summerbird Blue is not really my jam. I don't usually read contemporaries, and I have to be in a very specific mood to read anything about grief, especially sibling death. Like, that's a rough one for me. I did not read 7 books. I did not read anything released over 12 months ago. Everything was released within the last year. I did not read a book with a disabled A-Spec character. If you have recommendations for that, I'd love to hear them. And then I didn't read anything with characters with different IDs on the same spectrum. I did read 1 book with 2 A-Spec characters, but they were both asexual homoromantics, so I'd take recommendations for those too. Okay, back to what I was saying before. Still a little weird on closing vlogs, but vlogs are extra on my channel, so they go up on Saturdays. I still post regular book-related videos every Wednesday. You can find me on Twitter at Kelsey Reads or Goodreads, Kelsey Lynn Reads. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more, subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you next week.